What?
What are you doing? What the fuck?
I'm fucking trying the fucking podcast. Why are you talking like that?
Listen, everybody subscribe.
Talk normal. Okay, listen. Why are you talking like that anyway?
I'm trying to get everybody to subscribe to this fucking channel.
Just fucking ask them to subscribe.
We need a nurse. Why do you gotta talk like this?
Get the nurse.
Why do you gotta talk like this?
Why do you gotta talk like this? It's the same
medicine.
fucking person.
Where's his medicine? I don't know.
Sometimes the medicine fucking carried away.
Listen,
we need to get this guy a fucking subscribe. Hey guys, can you just subscribe to this fucking crack and leave me alone? Hold me down.
Guys,
what the
just
fuck?
fucking subscribe.
Hey, just hit the subscribe.
Give me my
jingle
pills.
the bell.
Give me my
Jingle
pills.
the bell.
Hey.
Jingle the bell. Hey.
Suck my dick.
Look, is anything you truly want ever easy to obtain? For some people, finding the motivation to perform the tasks necessary to achieve their goal, it's easier than other people, but they still need to perform the task. What it comes down to is movement. Forward movement of your thinking, not your fucking body. Look here, your mind controls your body, so always first get your head straight, ladies and gentlemen, because if the brain of your flesh car isn't firing on all cylinders, well then the rest of the car certainly isn't going to function correctly. I've realized that you can love yourself, admire yourself, trust yourself, hold yourself accountable, and build a complete relationship with yourself. And here's why. The amount of love that you were given to somebody else that never fucking deserved it, number one, it was enormous. And two, it wasn't being reciprocated. So you were putting out, but you were never getting anything fucking back, right? So to say it, so it's not misunderstood by anybody, you were working for free, bitch. But now, you truly loving yourself, that's going to be the motivation that allows you to perform your tasks necessary to achieve your goals. But you have to do it relentlessly. Take no excuses from yourself because it's just you. Everybody else, they're just spectators. Your own family, your kids, your spouse, your partner, they're all spectators watching you do whatever it is you're doing. Some people are going to support you by minding their own business and only throwing in their 2 cents when they say, hey, congratulations on all your wins. All that hustle you've been putting in is finally paid off. Then you say, thanks for noticing, and then you go win again. And others will talk shit, but that's easy. Wink, smile, then run them the fuck over with your flesh car and keep winning because who are they to stand in front of you and protest anyway? Look, so many things have changed for so many people around you. Some you know personally, but the majority of them, you have no idea they even exist. And that's cool because there's a lot of people on this planet. But each person is responsible for his or her own actions. And you're one of these people. So be a no-quitter bone splitter. Move with such a force that when people see you coming, they get the fuck out of your way and then they wave and they say some shit like this. Oh my God, did you see that sexy motherfucker? I wonder where he's going. Then you turn around, roll your window down, and you say, I'm going to win again, bitch. And then you go win. Look, shit can try to crawl inside of your mind. But if your monster's out, he or she will surely stand guard and make sure that that fucking shit doesn't happen, because this is all on you. Everything you decide to do creates a trail, and karma follows your footsteps. She's either rewarding you or she's punishing you for the things that you say and do along the way to your destination. I know, fuck it, I gotta die anyway. You hear people say this shit all the time, right? But always remember this, you're being followed by karma. You have spectators, and when your ass expires, did you leave a legacy or were you just fucking forgotten about? Like you never were a part of anyone's life. Think about that for a second. You were here, now you're gone, and the only way to stay relevant in this life that you leave behind is through other people. And if you weren't remembered, it's like you were never fucking here. Learn how to simplify your feelings. It's easy. If what you're doing feels good, keep doing it. If it doesn't, stop doing it. If you're fat, that means you made bad choices in life. And if you no longer want to be fat, that means you need to make better choices in life. See how easy that shit is? If you're in a relationship that makes you feel incomplete and there's no fixing it, then break up, divorce, separate. Get to getting before you get got. Again, simple and easy. If you have a penis and you believe it should be a vagina, then go get that shit chopped off, tuck it in, and call it a fucking vagina. See? Simple. It's only you against you. Once you and you get together and you both have a clear understanding of your role in this experience, then you will finally find out who you fucking truly are and what you are capable of. There's a strong you and there's a weak you, and you both have to coexist because the strong you has all the grit, the grind, the courage, the speed, the power, the will, the logic, the attitude, and the adrenaline. And the weak you have one thing, feelings. Now, if you wrote out a pros and cons list, you would clearly think that the strong side wins every time, but you're wrong because feelings are massive. They are customizable. They come with labels, and they are relatable. They have clubs. Like-minded people join these clubs. They get together and then they try recruiting other friends with feelings, because that's what it is. It's a fucking friends with feelings club. It's not a secret that there's no such thing as a time machine, yet we act like it. We act like we can make life-changing decisions and then go back and correct them, but we can't because some things can't be undone. And as unforgiving as that feels, you gotta keep rolling, bitch. You gotta move through it. It's the little things in life that we take for granted, telling people you're sorry, you love them, you miss them, you forgive them, you support support them, that you're there for them, and mean it and prove it, or don't say it at all. Saying shit you don't mean is misleading and a waste of fucking time. It should be as simple as this. Be born, grow up, enjoy all that life has to offer, mind your business, treat others with love and make memories, then die. But nope, we have to call people names, hurt and kill one another. We need to feel like we're better than everyone else. We want to have all the power over the people. We judge, we start wars, we create division. We become sheep and then we operate under fear and control. Why? Why the fuck is this? Here's why. It's good people versus bad people. It's power versus equality. It's politics over population, and it's simply what you were born into. Learn how to maneuver through the traffic and don't fall into the bullshit. If you have friends who are racist and you're not a racist, then find new friends. If you're hanging out with people who do things that you're not comfortable with, then stop hanging out with them. If you have friends who beat up women, tell them you're no longer friends and then beat their ass for hitting a female. If you're not happy with your job, find another fucking job. If you're with somebody that doesn't fulfill you, then say goodbye. Look, some people will bloom later in life, but they still bloom, bitch, right? There's millionaires by the thousands who've never graduated high school. There's dogs who have more followers on social media than humans. There's males who teach women how to do makeup. There's people who make more money standing on expressway exits with a sign made out of cardboard that they pulled out of the garbage than you do working 60 hours a week. Could you imagine being a police officer right now? These men and women who leave their families every single day not knowing if they'll ever come home or not. They have to be persecuted by groups of people because of what other pieces of shit decide to do. Life is not perfect. Not everyone is out to be an asshole. Some people simply want to keep you safe and maintain peace and law within their communities, but you think you can handle it by yourself. You've lost your fucking mind. You care that someone's gay and you're behind on child support and you're homeless. You care about someone's skin color and you don't even take care of your own damn kids, and you beat up women. You tell people how to spend their money and you don't even have a fucking job. You trash our military and burn our flag. You are the smear left behind by the dog shit that fell off of the shovel, bitch. You preach hate. You can't even walk 30 feet without running out of breath, and you lean against a tree so you don't fall the fuck over. You want attention. You think you can become famous by making stupid ass videos of you walking into a store with a Nazi face mask on. Go back to your trailer in the woods and shut the fuck up. This country will not implode because of people like you. One thing that we all have in common: none of us know how or when we're gonna kick the bucket. What are you doing right now in your life? How are you feeling about your personal relationships? How are you feeling about the personal relationship you have with yourself? Are you happy with the way you view yourself when you look in the mirror? Is your health a priority, or do you allow all of your time to be consumed by work and other obligations? Do you take each day and deliberately try to get everything out of it? You need to. You need to run after your goals, chase them down. Don't wait, because you never know when it's going to be over. And if you adopt this type of attitude and belief system, you will eventually build up the courage to let your monster out so you can start knocking life upside the head. Now listen here, you sexy motherfuckers. You don't need to believe in the Bible to believe in God. Your God is your God. The relationship you have with him or her or it, that's your business. And as long as you're not hurting someone else physically, then do your thing, babe. If you were to add up the time you waste worrying, regretting, crying, having one person pity parties, and then getting mad when no one else shows up to them, pretending to be a model, overdosing on social media, worrying about other people's lives. Now, if you took all of that time and you were able to add it to the end of your life, how much time do you think you could have had to fucking say goodbye? Did you know some people carry guns, and if you try to hurt or kill them, they'll fucking shoot you in order to stop your violent attack? I'm one of those people, because you're not going to break in my house, and you're not going to steal my shit, and you're not killing me or my family, and I'm definitely not going to watch you try to kill somebody else in front of me, bitch. Now look, this country has its issues, big issues, unexcusable belly-turning issues, but guess what? Shut the fuck up and be a part of the solution. And if you want to move to another country, bounce, bitch, or stop shitting out of your lips and grow up. If you get pulled over and you've done nothing wrong, if you know that just saying yes or no, letting them put the fucking handcuffs on you, allowing them to place you in the fucking car and go to jail, if you've done nothing wrong, just fucking go. You'd rather be alive and in jail than dead. Now let's be fair. If you have warrants, you're armed, you're dangerous, you have a violent record, you're carrying a bunch of fucking drugs in the car, well, you're gonna definitely run and fight, because if you go to jail for that shit, you aren't getting out anytime soon. But look, if you're getting pulled over and you know that you've done nothing wrong, make it comfortable and compliant. Don't get emotional. Swallow your fucking pride. Make your call when you get to jail and stay alive, or don't. I'm sure your parents or loved ones would rather bail you out of jail instead of picking out your fucking casket. Never hold a grudge. Here's why. It takes up time and space. You allow yourself to label a feeling. Now this label tells you what to do and how to act. Look, this feeling was created by an experience that made you react in a certain way because it triggered your emotion. Don't let anyone or anything dictate your direction or pace. This would be your fault. And karma is here to ensure everyone is accountable. She is never failed to deliver, and rest easy and carefree knowing that those people who did you wrong, regardless of why they did it, they will answer for it, and you don't ever need to hear about it or be involved in it. You don't need to wonder if they got theirs, because I'll tell you something, they did, and if they haven't yet, they're going to, and that's a fact. Motivation is motivation, whatever gets you fired up to go after your goal, whether it be your hunger, your spunk, or maybe you want to show a motherfucker what they lost out on, so you straight up let all of your reservations go, you allow your monster out, and you just take the world by storm, and while you're taking your victory lap, you look them directly in their sorry-ass shitbag eyes, throw up a pinky, and show him or her that sexy smile, and say, look at me now, bitch. You could have had the world, but you decided you wanted a fucking single lot on a street surrounded by a bunch of other miserable lumps of dick. This is absolutely motivating, and I promise it works. After you lose everything you thought was yours, something changes in you, and if you learn how to harness that, you can do incredible things in a very short amount of time. At this very moment, we see a country in turmoil, people turning against each other over a virus, over media, over stress, over ignorant politicians and their agendas, people pulling people out of vehicles and beating them up. Remember, some people carry guns legally, and if you try pulling the wrong person out of their car with your friends, you could die really fucking quick. Also, if you break into the wrong person's home, you could spring a leak. I don't give a fuck if you're black, brown, Asian, Middle Eastern. If you got love for me, I love you, and if you don't, then fuck you, and we just don't need to be around each other. Here's another thing. The hood and the country have something in common. They each have their own set of rules, and if you aren't residing there, you shouldn't be there. Country folks, black, white, brown, and any other race, if you're country, then you're country. In the country, you smell cow shit, gunpowder, and hay. One thing's for sure. Here, there's a lot of land to bury your bitch ass on. You could literally be dropped in a cornfield and forgotten about. Stay in your lane and keep your bullshit where you live. And if you're an anorexic scarf wearing, crooked leg bent back, heavy breathing afterbirth, Antifa cardboard, uneven pussy lip, gibberish, jockstrap, guinea pig, fucking Bold Dyke, loudspeaker, handicap looking motherfucker, you should stay away from God's country, because that picket sign you made can quickly become your headstone, bitch. Shut your mouth and mind your business. Snitches, as always, still get stitches. Men who beat women still get stitches, and probably a few staples, and not to close your wounds, just simply for fun, like staple your dick to your stomach before you get stomped on while the woman you beat up watches with a smile. You're not a man, and where's your belt, droopy drawers? Why do you always wear wrinkled clothes, and why can't you brush your teeth? Where's your manners? Why do you talk before a fight, bitch? Knuckle up and head bang, one-on-one. You little bitches need 5 people to beat someone's ass because you can't do it alone. That's not a man. That's a bunch of fucking scared fuckboys. Listen, crackhead, when you walk down the street with your weapon and your bulletproof vest is only covering your stomach, you need to fix that because you're stupid and you're gonna die. Why do you carry your pistol on the wrong side of your body? There's a difference between a magazine and a clip. Raj, do you ever stop talking? Yeah, when I'm fucking not awake, and that might not even be true. I could possibly talk in my sleep. For fuck's sakes, and if you're offended by the word fuck, then stop being a prude. With everything happening around us, we can't say the word fuck. Do you have a better word to compensate for it that feels just as good after saying it? I don't think so. Get a grip. Calm down. Are you going to tell me that just because you're a Bible-believing, God-fearing Christian man or woman that you don't say fuck me in the bedroom asking for some friends? Here's the pile of shit with nothing sprayed on it to make it smell better, because if you're going to speak words that require non-refundable life-sustaining breath, then mean them, and don't ask permission from anyone, not even God himself, to speak them. No matter what color you are, you're responsible for the way you act, bitch, and the way you treat other people. You're going to be the one held personally responsible in this life or the next. And listen, for every action, and it's never been disproven, there's an equal or greater reaction, and that's called karma. And she is as real as your face when your ass looks in the mirror. And you don't need anyone's permission to act a certain way or to say a certain thing, but rest assured, it doesn't go unnoticed or unanswered. Here's the difference between logic and emotion. You see a pile of dog shit in the middle of the sidewalk. Logic walks around it. Emotion starts talking about it and steps in it. Look, there's kids who graduate college with 2 degrees at 16 years old. There are 10-year-old millionaires who made money from YouTube with the help of their parents. There are animals with more followers than some fucking people on social media. There are kids who make more money than some professional athletes, and they play video games. You work 50 to 60 hours a week making $12 to $15 an hour. It's passion, it's drive, it's grit, it's letting the fucking monster out. It's believing you're worth more than you're allowing yourself to settle for. Look, a lot of us had shitty childhoods, absent fathers, single mothers, and some of us grew up with more than others, different opportunities, different circumstances, but there are countless stories. Rappers, musicians, artists, fucking business owners, professional athletes who all came from nothing. It's your will, your determination. You either want it bad enough to go for broke or you don't, bitch. It's that fucking easy. You're either gonna stay on your knees sucking life's dick or you're not. Look here, you have to be willing to bleed and die. You have to be willing to lose those people you thought were your friends. You have to be willing to tell your partner you're not quitting. And if he or she wants to be a part of the rewards that you're gonna receive after all the hard work and sacrifices, well, then they need to be there through the not so fucking fun times as well. Otherwise, they need to bounce because you're winning regardless and you're not transporting no freeloaders on your fucking journey. Humble pie, shit sandwiches, emotional buffets. This is what life freely feeds you. Everyone partakes. No one ever has or ever will skip out on dining in life's restaurant. It's not fucking happening. Here's the simple truth. Crack, meth, alcohol, heroin, that shit will destroy your entire life, as well as the ones who love you. Hitting any woman is wrong, but hitting the wrong woman can be a death sentence. You could literally go missing like some Jimmy Hoffa shit. Or you could be fed through a fucking wood chipper feet first into a pig pen. That'd kind of be the same thing. A lot of quiet and well-mannered people can kill you several different ways with just their hands. When someone cuts you off on the road and you're screaming at them, they can't fucking hear you. In the United States of America, our citizens own 46% of the firearms, and to put it in a way that you can really understand it, that's 393 million privately held guns. Name another country whose citizens can back up its own fucking military, full of hunters, militias, retired military and police, preppers, the list goes on and on. If you dare put boots on this soil, your blood will leak out of you. This country is the greatest country on the planet, even if we're a little fucked up at the moment. Black and white men and women serve side by side in the military, in prison, in hospitals, in the hood, in the country, in the burbs, on the police force, on the fire department, in the militia, in the schools, in college. We're fucking neighbors, we're family, and we let the media try to fuck shit up. Stop all of this nonsense. Hold police officers, as well as civilians, equally accountable for the senseless murders of any and all human beings, no matter what fucking color they are. There's 328 million people in the United States of America. Our military has 2 million representatives. Our police force has 800,000. Do you honestly believe things will ever be perfect? It's not possible. There are good and bad to everything and everyone. Listen, dumb fuck. This country is resilient. The people are resilient. Other citizens from different countries try coming here all the fucking time. And why do you think? It's because of our freedom. You want to leave? Get the fuck out. What's stopping you? Why is it that 325 million people haven't burned down this country? Because if we wanted to, we could. If we wanted to overthrow this fucking government, we could. But here's why that will never happen. There's more good than evil here. The people who truly love this country, no matter her issues, will not allow you to destroy her. We won't let that happen. You want to burn your own flag because you're a fucking child? You want to tear down history because you're emotional? You want to feed into the media and the politics and completely disrespect every man and woman of every color who bleeds for our freedoms? You're a fucking imbecile. If all the good people who love this country stood on one side and those of you who are traitors and who don't love this country lined up on the other side and all we both had were our hands, we true Americans would beat you to fucking death. Love will always conquer. This country is a privilege to live in, and you don't like it. Why the fuck are you still here? Oh, my bad. It's because you were born here, and this is all you know. In some countries, a slap on the wrist means you get your fucking hand cut off. Here, you get probation. In some countries, you get pushed to your knees and beheaded in the middle of the street while people watch. You can get tied to a post and beaten and left there overnight while people walk past you and spit on you. Let me tell you, dumb fuck, something. If you honestly believe that anyone can take 393 million guns away, or that 3 million people can restrain 325 million of its own citizens, that there would ever be enough space to house 325 million fucking people at a FEMA camp, you people are out of your fucking depleted brain cells. Have you lost your mind? Do you honestly think that 325 million people, let alone 8 billion, will allow themselves to be vaccinated out of fear with a fucking vaccine that was created in 6 to 8 months when people were being told that it needs 12 to 18 months minimum? Now let me ask you this. While you dumb fucks are talking about how bad things are and how bleak the future looks, what are you doing to prepare for it? Anything? Or are we just social media warriors looking for likes and comments? How much fucking food and water do you have? How's your security? Do you even have a go bag? Do you even fucking prep, bro?
Papa Pinky.